Do it. Okay, hi.
All right, hold on. We are currently. I'm waiting for the Instagram to go live because okay, here we go. Instagram, sweet. Go live here. Oh, why do I hear myself again? Hold on.
It's all good. Take your time.
I gotta mute that.
Oh, where are we
So
live, by the way, so I can give
we
them
are
a.
live on Instagram, um, YouTube, and my Facebook gaming. I don't do X anymore. I kind of like close that account.
That's fine.
I pop in every now and then. I used to always advertise on it. Oh wait, you know what? Let's start now.
You
We're
guys,
already live.
you guys call it X?
No.
X or Twitter or
But whatever you want. The dead bird.
okay. So let's start off real quick with the intro, really fast.
Goodbye, everyone!
Thank you for that, Jonathan.
Thunder, 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 Thundercats! Ho!
Man, that was dope!
I keep forgetting I add that last part out there, and it trips me out. Welcome to the Chronoz Show. Remember the last time we had our guest here in just a moment. But Justin, what's going on, dude?
You know, another day, another dollar. Playing a lot of Zelda, playing a lot of Final Fantasy, and playing a lot of Zelda on stream, and I'm playing a lot of Final Fantasy on my own time.
Sweet, sweet. And our guest here today, Celia or Koshergamer. Am I saying it right?
Yeah, Koshergamer, yeah, and Celia.
So how are you doing?
Pretty good, pretty good. Just got off work. And I don't know, my brain's in Persona land right now. I'm starting the new game plus. I'll probably rant about Persona later, but yeah, I got 100 hours in, so
Dang.
it's a lot.
Yeah, definitely. It's kind of. I remember the last time I had you. Well, we first had you on. I know Justin was with us, and it was January 15th of 21. But I think I had you another time. Weren't we talking with what's his name? Tommy Tallarico or something like that. We did something with in television. Thought we did. Wasn't it you?
Maybe because so my friend told me a Tommy story, and I was like, I know him somehow. So you might be the reason that I know him.
Yeah, because I remember then you guys talked afterwards. We had like a special episode.
Oh my gosh, that's how I know him. Sorry, that's just such a missing puzzle piece of like my friend was sharing a story about him, and I was like, I know him. I can't remember how. That was probably in the Hyperkin days. Like that was like a lifetime ago. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I remember when this is episode 126 now, and we started right at the start of the pandemic, and I started doing all this. I think I had only Zoom at the time, and then it started growing, and things happened, and we got the StreamYard. I can go live on a few platforms. I'm glad I can do the Instagram now, but either way. So what have you been up to lately? Like let's say overall, what you're doing game wise, or anything you want to talk about to start with?
Yeah. So I don't know, life has been great. Since I first was on your show. So when my last was on your show, I think Cyber Shadow for so I guess backstory for any of your viewers that don't know me. Hi, I'm Celia. I'm the marketing director at Yacht Club Games. We're a video game studio in Los Angeles, best known for our game Shovel Knight series. And yeah, like when I last talked to you, we were releasing Cyber Shadow. And then over the years, we released Pocket Dungeon and Shovel Knight Dig. We announced our new IP, Mina the Hollower. And right now, I'm gearing up for Shovel Knight's 10-year anniversary. Unfortunately, we're in a middle period of where I don't have a lot to announce. So just wait a little longer. And I'll have a bunch of cool things to talk about. And besides that, I've been playing a lot of Persona. That's been eating my life. I don't know, just playing video games. Hoorah, yay.
That's life. Video games is life, and pizza. So.
Yeah, definitely.
It sounds like a lot hasn't changed since the pandemic.
Not really. I still work from home. We had initially, obviously everyone had to work from home during the pandemic, and then we did it back to office, and then we ended up doing hybrid, which then turned into, if you want to come in, you can come in. If you want to stay home, that's cool too. And yeah, I like having a 1-minute commute. So I like staying in my office at home.
Being able to set your alarm at 7:30 and then start work at 7:30, so nice.
Yeah, no, it's a vibe. Like, I'm still wearing my pajamas. Like, this is my life now. I will never go back.
See, what games? I mean, overall, so that's just the main game that you were talking about. That you're just putting 100 hours in. Anything other than that, or just right now? That's just it.
So I actually, my friend. Okay, this is a weird story, but so my friend decided to quit video games for like the 5th time, and I've known him for 15 years. Like, this is a thing. Every few years, he's like, I've never look at them again. So we've done our tradition of him just sending me a bunch of the games that he wants like to stay away from. And so I have a backlog to play because I have like a good 6 months before he's like, hey, Celia, can I have them back, please? So I have like a bunch of JRPGs. There's this one that I'm really excited to play in particular after I'm done with my Persona binge, because it is a binge. Can't stop, won't stop. And it is... It's not a Fire Emblem game. It was released on the Wii U. It FE Melody or something. It's I can't remember the name. It's literally on my drawer. It's on top of my tongue. It's okay. It's basically, it was like a Fire Emblem spinoff that kind of looks like Persona, that also has like musical elements to it. I don't know what it's called, but that's been on my list. I don't know why I'm forgetting it right now. It starts with an M. So I have that, and then like I have the Yeast series. He also gave me Live Alive, which I want to play. He also gave me Triangle Strategy. He gave me a lot of games, so I want to like binge play them and see how far I can get in each game. He also gave me Let's Go Pikachu, which got boring very quickly for me. Yeah. I'm really have you guys played Let's Go, the Pokemon games?
Well, Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee.
Yeah.
I played both of them.
Okay. So I played a good hour into it, okay? And like, why is it one-handed? I know it's because you're supposed to have the Pokeball, but like this is the worst experience of my life. Like,
I feel okay. So around that time, so there were 2 games that came out around that time that just really annoyed me. That was one of them with that controls, and then I think it was Super Mario Party, where like it had like a similar function, like where you only had to use like one Joy-Con, and it literally set me on fire every single time. I'm like, I just want to use a Pro controller.
Yeah, I don't like that shit. Like, I don't like. This is not a fun experience for me.
Like that.
And like, okay, so it is cool because it is accessible, but I wish we had the option for 2. And then I like insisted on having the controller grip in, so I was holding both and being angry. Yeah, I was really mad about that. But yeah, so I have like a long list of games to play. But also in general, I'm sorry, I'm just monopolizing this conversation about games to play.
Please,
but I also got PlayStation Plus. I know. And we were all bad about the rides, but I was late to the game on getting that. And I've been basically doing this thing where slight tangent. you know, when you go to a buffet and you try to eat as much food as possible, so it's the money's worth, you know, you feel like
Yep.
you're winning. So I'm trying to do that with PlayStation Plus. So like I played Sea of Stars, I played It Takes Two, I played Unpacking, I played like I've been going through a bunch of different games, just overly consuming. So I get my money's worth. So yeah, my life is video games. Okay, what's up with you guys?
I am jealous of you. I'm jealous of you that you had someone to play It Takes Two with.
Yeah. I
I've
highly recommend getting a buddy, loved one, cat. I don't know, anyone that can hold a
Cat.
controller. My cat can't hold a controller.
I've been
I'm fine.
trying to play with my friend. Like I have it on the computer. She has it on the Switch, but her computer is like a Mac, so she can't play it. So we've been trying to play on the Switch, and the Switch version is literally broken.
No.
Like we can't
really?
even get to the part where we can play the game. Like just trying to sign on to the EA servers is a hot mess.
Oh, that's rough. I'm so sorry.
We tried this yesterday, so it's a recent wound that I have right now.
Oh man. That means I don't even get to talk shit about the story to you.
I only know like the very beginning of it, and like I played that 2 years ago, so like now it's kind of like fuzzy at this point.
Oh yeah, no. You're gonna have a lot of fun. It's a lot of the mechanics are really creative and the visuals are really fun. Like it's such a delight. Yeah, once you beat it, like in 8 years when I come back on the podcast again, because I feel like we have a
3 years.
a year. Okay, 1 year. Okay, I'll set us a calendar date. In 1 year when I come back, we can talk about it and make fun of Rose. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's make it annual. Yeah, let's make it annual. 4
Yeah.
Maybe we get you back with hopefully when I reschedule with real quick, since I haven't changed it yet. It's on I have to take it down because right after this we were gonna do Carlos PESINA, who played Raiden, the actor, martial art guy, who was supposed to be the next episode, and I know everyone wanted to do that. That is gonna be rescheduled because he has because he lives like 45 minutes away from me, and we're all in Chicago, but we had just got dropped a lot of snow. So I think he lives in the ranch, and some of the trees collapsed onto the fencing where the horses are at. So they're kind of fixing that and dealing with that issue. So we can hopefully have him next week, or I'm thinking more like 2-3 weeks from now, depending on, we have to talk of the schedule, and hopefully we can get Koshergamer on with us if you would like to, if you want to talk to him. He's again, he's real quick. He's an illustrator, animator, motion capture, martial artist. He's choreographer. He's a game developer. He's worked on pretty much most of the Mortal Kombat games, and pretty much a Batman Arkham game. So that's what I want to know more about his background, not just Mortal Kombat, but to go into other things. But I'll ask you guys if you guys all want to jump in. But let's continue with you. So, oh yeah, Justin. You were saying, what were you playing? What was going on with you?
Oh yeah, so I got 2 separate projects going on right now. So I have a Zelda project going on the other side of my life, which is where like I'm doing like on my channel on Twitch, building empires. And I've been just going through every Zelda game. So I did Link to the Past, I did Ocarina of Time, I did Wind Waker. Wind Waker's probably one of my favorite Zelda games of all time, simply because I feel like it has the best combat of every single Zelda. Name not the best world map, but the combat is like my absolute favorite. So I went through that, and then on the other end, like on my personal side, when I'm not streaming, I've been going through Final Fantasy VII. So I beat the first the actual Final Fantasy VII that came out in '97. I have it on Steam, and then I picked up. I went wild on the Steam Spring Sale. So I picked up Final Fantasy VII Intergrade, the remake. I picked up Crisis Core, which I did just recently beat. Loved it. Very sad game. Like it starts off so positive, and then just everything just descends into darkness over time. That kind of broke my heart a little bit. And then you're doing Intergrade right now, just trying to get through that so I can just get to Rebirth and just kind of go through that. And then I also picked up today. I picked up Princess Peach Showtime. And I also picked up the pink Joy-Cons to go along with it.
Really?
Can I rob you? I'm so down.
Hold on, wait. Show that again real quick. Give me 1 second. This guy.
I want pink Joy-Cons. Okay. I am like, I love pink consoles. Like, I really want a pink Dreamcast, but I'm too poor for that. But like the pink Joy-Cons, like I always wanted a pink Switch, and like, and I not you'd say, oh, the Switch Lite. No, like I wanted an actual pink Switch so badly, and the
Do
Joy-Cons
they
are
have
the
one?
closest thing. No, it's for the Switch Lite, and that's not the same. And yeah, I really wanted it. And like the Joy-Cons, it counts kind of, but it's so close. Like, you know, the Switch has been out for 10 years. I have enough Joy-Cons. I've been a sucker and bought a lot of them. So I'm like, I can't.
I'm not gonna lie.
Whatever.
I can't even tell you how much money I spend on Joy-Cons.
It hurts, right? Like it's painful.
I
It's
try
like
not to.
I have like a big like tin back in back home, and all 10 pairs of my Joy-Cons are in there.
10's a lot, but I support you. That's so funny.
What other stuff's going on with you? Any other games right now, or just what you stated?
Actually, I picked up another game. I saw it on Steam, and I'm like, why not? It's $15. I honestly just downloaded it recently. Give me a second. Let me find
and
it.
you finally just joined the PS5 crew.
I'm proud of you.
He just bought
Also-
one, I think, like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, it was okay. So, anyways, it was like a platformer game. Like, it was recommended because I played Crisis Core, and it looked like similar to it, but like more childish. It's like definitely like more like of a lighter game, but definitely heavy on combat, and that's something I'm going to start playing at some point. It's probably going to be sitting in the backlog for about 3 years, maybe. Who knows?
What is it?
I can't remember. Like I'm like looking through like my list of games on Steam, and I have a lot.
I believe
Kena, the Bridge of Spirits.
Kena and the Bridge of Spirits. I've heard of that game. Also, side note, the game I couldn't remember was Tokyo Mirage. That was the game I was saying earlier.
Yeah, I looked that up. I'm like, I'm gonna help her out.
Thank you. No, I Googled it and I was like, Fire Emblem, music, Wii U. No one bought it, but maybe someone bought it. And then I found it. Apparently it's good. Okay, Han. What was your game again?
Kena. It's by the studio is Ember Labs.
Oh my gosh, wait. Is this on PS Plus? Because I feel like I gave a lot. I looked at it and I was like, I'm gonna play this next.
It is. I mean, it's on the PlayStation. I'm not sure if it's on PlayStation Plus.
Oh, damn it. I may have missed it. I thought it was on. Anyways, I'll probably buy it. That game looks really, really good.
Yeah, I'm excited to play it. I mean, I also bought Miles Morales around the same time too.
Oh, you have so many games.
Don't judge me. I bought Miles Morales for the PS5 first, and then I saw it go on sale on Steam, and then I bought it on Steam.
Are you more of a Steam player?
Yeah.
You know, see, I'm the opposite. I'll buy things on Steam, and then like once it releases on PlayStation or Nintendo, I'll just buy it there too. It depends how much I like it though, but I am reverse the same.
Here's how I feel about buying things for Nintendo. It is convenient.
Oh, it's so convenient.
It's like I bought a lot of like a lot of my old school games that I played, and like when I go travel, like when I go back home, everything's like right there. So like if I just want to like play like Final Fantasy 9 real quick, just download it, boom. It is so nice.
You know what I love? Having multiple docks in my house. So I have the living room dock and the bedroom dock. That sounds weird. But like it's like literally like I'll be playing video games in my living room and I'm like, time for bed, schmutz. It's my cat. And I like bring both of them into like my room. Oh, you have the Animal Crossing one?
Yeah, I haven't hooked this up in a while, but this is my TV dock. And then
So
I have
cute.
a computer dock right here, right next to me.
Yeah, so you know what's up. Like I love having the different docking feature, and like I hope Nintendo keeps that forever and ever because it's such a pain in the ass to like not have that.
Right. And
Now that I'm spoiled and know what it's like.
and like with all their limited edition consoles, it's like every dock can be something a little bit different.
Yeah, it's cute. I want a pink dock. Like, okay, if they had sold a pink dock to go along with their pink Joy-Cons, I would have invested.
I mean, I probably would have jumped on that too.
Oh my god, I would have
Yeah,
eaten that
it
shit
would've-
up day one.
Like just to have something matching, because like I'm all about matching colors. So like black and red or white and red, like I'm all about that. And like just those kind of colors, or like if I'm like matching like my Joy-Cons with my consoles. Like I remember when they came out with the red or the limited edition Mario one, like
Uh-huh.
the cool one that came out back in 2000 or 2021.
Yeah.
I had that, and like that aesthetic was just amazing. It was
You
a
know what I
chef kiss.
want? You know, while we're being like consumers right now, I really want clear plastic electronics again. Like an
Like how
atomic
the
purple.
like how
Like
the PlayStation 2 controllers were, or like the
yes. Like or a jungle green, or I'm just naming Nintendo consoles now. What was the blue one? It was like ice something. Anyways, I want all that shit. Like I miss
Give
it
me
so
all that
much.
shit right now.
Nintendo.
Oh god, I want it so bad.
Nintendo 64 and Apple were onto something during that time.
Dude, it was a beautiful time. My sister had an atomic purple Game Boy, and I had the stupid, just regular turquoise, and I felt like such a loser. Anyways, so my loser Game Boy. Good
That's
times.
what I want to get next. Everything good? I'm gonna reveal my stuff or. What
Oh
I'm
yeah,
playing
sorry,
now?
we just monopolized this. Okay.
No,
Yeah, we're
no.
just talking.
Our gracious
Guys,
host. What are you up to?
Fabulous. You guys are. This is what this is about. You guys got to get deep in that conversation and take your time with it. Because, yeah, I'm just gonna quickly go with mine real fast. At least what I'm playing right now. Because I'm limited because a couple years ago when I was my son Luigi, he's 5 years old, and when we were with his mom, I was able to play more, have someone to hold the child, and we could play. Now that things are different now, we don't live together. It's just Luigi's with me, so my time is very limited. So I have to be choosy, and I have to be picky what I must play when I got time to. Like recently, I've been Luigi's. When turned 5, and he now has a Switch, so he can game it there. Right, dude, let's sit down. I'll play my game, play yours, and then we'll play Minecraft together, kind of thing. So Minecraft's what I've been playing lately with him, obviously. But when I get a chance to play with to play in the morning, let's say between work hours or so or after work, it's The Last of Us remake is what I've been playing on PS5. It's like something I cannot stop. It's been years. I played all the older versions to the new one, and I'm still trying to update all my weapons on it, and then play the whole. Because I'm using all the cheats right now after I did it already a few times, and all the cheats give you all this fun stuff. But then I'm gonna, it's like one of those games you just can't. So much replay value, I can't get enough of. Final Fantasy VII is Rebirth is getting ready to start playing soon, but I still need a full day. Hopefully, Luigi's mom will, spend more time with him. That's also the hard thing. I'm sure she's a busy woman, doing her thing, but I want to make sure, like, when I get the time, and then, when Luigi's not in the house, I can have, because I'm sure Final Fantasy VII will take me a whole day. I want the whole day just to annihilate that game. Hopefully. Let's say other games I've been playing. Helldivers 2. I just got hooked on that all of a sudden about 2 weeks ago. Also, 2 weeks ago, I got PlayStation Plus for the first time. So it's kind of I just started that, so now I'm like all into all this little stuff and all extra games but right now Helldivers 2 and playing with other players. I was playing with my son, and then my brother in Texas and all that kind of. So it's fun to do all that, playing with others now that I can do more often. And not too long ago, I'm gonna get back to it. I like playing. I know I have it on the Switch. Zelda, A Link to the Past is what I love playing over and over and over again. It's because I get that nostalgic feeling since when I was a little boy when I first played it. When I was like, I was 10 when I first played that game. But I like playing it on its original Super Nintendo. I don't want to play it on my Switch. I got to play it on a Super. And I got this thing called Extreme. It's a HDMI connection where it makes it look crisp and clear on any modern TV. So that's the best thing about doing that. I connected to the Super, and then just better gameplay, and the way it looks as beautiful as it does. But that when I get into that, I like the lights off, chill time, playing the intro because it always scares me of Link to the Past. But that's pretty much it for now in terms of playing. And I wish I had more time for other games, but if as long as it's Zelda, or shortly about 2 months ago, I completed on GameCube was the Twilight Princess.
Nice.
So that I wanted on the Switch though so bad, but I still lived it on the Switch, GameCube.
I would kill for Twilight Princess on the on the Switch. Right now, mine's just chilling on the Wii U. But like it would be nice, like because like I feel like there's like a lot of new Zelda fans that came into like the I almost said industry into the fandom because of Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom and how successful they were, and to having them be able to have access to Twilight Princess and Wind Waker, which is two of my favorite Zelda games of all time. I think that would be awesome. And they already have access to Minish Camp. Like I never played Minish Camp, and that came out like back when I was a kid. So like I'm excited to be able to, when I get that subscription for my Nintendo Online, I'll be excited to finally be able to play that.
Time out. I'm interrupting you. You haven't played Minish Cap?
I haven't played Minish Camp.
Holy shit. Okay, so okay.
I was about to say.
Oh, sorry, of course. I cursed a lot.
No.
So full admission, I played Minish Cap as an adult because I never beat it as a kid, but I played it.
Mhm.
And I beat it actually on NSO. And I got really emotional. It's such a charming game. You have to play it. Like absolutely.
Beautiful.
But I got really emotional because I realized that was the last 2D Zelda game. Like there's no more. That's it. So you haven't played the last one. So enjoy that treasure because I would give anything to re-experience that for the first time. So like really, really savor it. And everything holds up. Everything holds up to a T of like
Okay.
how it felt when I was a kid to now. It's because sometimes you play certain games you like, and you as an adult, you understand like with level design, like sometimes developers will cheat out in certain things,
Mhm.
with the hardware limitations. But everything in that game is so polished and fine. I'm so excited for you. That's what I wanted to say.
It's like I was looking at that game like when they announced it on one of the Nintendo broadcasts, and I'm like, how did the Game Boy Advance like handle this?
I don't know. Magic, rubber bands, duct tape. Yeah.
Exactly.
The hope of a child. I don't know.
It probably sounded like a PS4 when you put it in.
Oh, probably a little bit. Some Dreamcast noises.
Yeah.
You guys remember how noisy Dreamcasts were? Because like I forgot and then like rebooted that shit up for some Skies of Arcadia, and it was like, "Rrr," and I was like, oh my god! Like I like had to Google like, is it gonna catch on fire? Like, are we safe?
Hold on. Someone's popping in. Saturn, are you
Hi.
gonna
Hey.
reveal yourself? Fix your
Should
hair.
I?
Did you do your hair? Oh,
Okay,
my-
sorry. It's
Hey.
curly normally, so I had to like straighten it and like
Pink
attempt
headset
to-
number 2.
hell yeah.
I love your bunny ears. I have kitty ears somewhere. I take them off when I'm working, so I'm not like I play with them a lot. But that's cute. I love that.
They're kind of stuck. If I take them off, it's like a groove and it looks weird,
Oh,
and there's
okay.
nothing to like fill it. So I'm stuck with a bunny.
We were just talking Zelda just in time.
Yeah, well, I was listening to the whole thing while getting ready. Trust and believe. First, I want to say the when you said to bring back see-through like
Yeah,
gaming
classics. Yeah.
classics, yeah, just 100%. My first Game Boy Advance. Okay.
Oh, I love that.
Was
We are all
see-through.
millennials, clearly.
See-through is the best. I don't know why they stopped. I don't know. Maybe they thought it was not aesthetic anymore and just have opaque colors. I mean, it's cute and all, but just bring it back.
I know.
I agree with that.
So now it's
Now-
your turn, Saturn, to talk about the games you've been playing recently.
I just put in 9 hours on Dragon's Dogma 2.
Yeah.
And before that it was just Final Fantasy Rebirth. And that's it really. That's all I've been doing.
Tell Justin all about it, about Rebirth.
Rebirth is
He doesn't want to know.
chef's kiss. You don't like it? Oh, you don't want to know.
No, I'm replaying all the Final Fantasy 7s right now. I am currently on Intergrade after beating the original 7 and then Crisis Core.
And then you're gonna do Dissidia.
No, I'm just gonna jump to Rebirth after that.
What about the other one before Rebirth? The one that came out like 2 years ago that I got stuck in one battle and never finished it.
Crisis
The
Core?
remake?
No. Yeah, the remake. So the remake, I got stuck in a battle. I mean, it's probably somewhere at the beginning. You know that asshole on a motorbike?
I just got past him, but I was playing on easy mode.
Oh, maybe that was my issue. Because now I actually beat him, and I'm like, man, I just sucked back then. I don't know. Yeah,
Just take
he's
your
tough.
time.
He's
Go
tough.
back.
Just
Redo.
just roll around. I learned you have to roll. Roll is the best.
The one thing I love about getting older in gaming is that sometimes you can look back and be like, was I really this dumb trying to get through this?
Yeah.
I have a lot of those moments.
Me and like any other Zelda games that's not Ocarina of Time Majora's Mask, I will have those moments because you guys were talking about Minish Cap, and I remember damn well I was stuck in Minish Cap as well.
No.
Yeah, that was tough because I didn't speak English. I didn't know what I was doing. I was just wandering around doing the most.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of like you have to talk to people to figure things out in Minish Cap. So
That was my issue. And Game
Yeah.
Boy doesn't offer much, unfortunately.
So, what was I gonna say? We can go back in some Zelda in a second, but I was thinking I wanted to ask, are you doing any conventions recently, Koshergamer? Have you been to any recently? Are you going to some soon?
Yeah. So I'm not at GDC or PAX East this year, because it's like in an in-between time where like we don't have things yet to announce. But I might be at Summer Games Fest, maybe. I might be there. Might be at PAX West. I'm gonna be at Etsy Comic Con. But I might be hired as a live stream host for that. I'm getting the details next week, so I might be there as well.
Midwest Gaming Classic. Come
Gosh,
on.
I wish I would have to get invited as a guest, to be honest. It's kind of those things where, like, just with my schedule with work and like all the side projects that I'm doing, it just has to make sense. Midwest Gaming Classic has been on my list for retro conventions for like literally like the past 10 years, like for my entire career. Because like when I got hired at Hyperkin, that's when they just stopped going like regularly to that convention. And they always were like, oh, we got to go back. And I was always like, yeah. And then it just never happened,
They keep
unfortunately.
coming. They're getting bigger since the pandemic now was over the last few years. I've been going to it. This will be my 4th year. And I remember last year I had the like one of the founders of it on the show, and we talked and all that, and I still keep in touch with them and so forth. And I'll even tell them like, hey, try grabbing this person, as a guest. You would be, I don't know why they haven't, do you have to try asking them, hey, can I be?
Sometimes they reach out, sometimes you reach out. It kind of just depends of what they're looking for. Like I'd always be happy to, like, heck yeah. But it just depends on scheduling and like what guest lineup they're looking for or envisioning. But I would love to make that happen.
Like they have wait, what is today's I'm looking at the calendar really fast just because they're on the 5th, 6th, and 7th of April. So they're right around the corner, and I'm like been waiting for that day, and I can ask.
Maybe next year. Ask them for next year because
Next year?
that
Okay.
is
All
that
right.
is
It
too
is kind of
soon.
close. That's close.
I'm like, I could no one to babysit my cat.
And your cat. Put in the...
Oh, dude, Schmutz like can barely like hang out with like 2 people. Minus a convention.
But yeah, it's Midwest Gaming Classic was kind of rocky when the pandemic just kind of went over,
Yeah.
and then the last few years it picked up, got better, and now it's just like it's pretty awesome. It's supposedly one of the biggest ones in the Midwest, so it's kind of like. But here's the thing: I have never been to any other convention in my life but that one.
Really?
Yeah,
How much is the attendance rate for that one?
It's huge. It's just like I go when the pandemic first came over, they did it like twice in 1 year because they were trying to make up for certain things. But then the last 2 years has been way better, and it's packed. And it's not like where you can't get through. You can always have something to do, and there's so much, and it's humongous. They got like 3 floors, and it's just everything everywhere. And I know that they have like they can get some good guests over. They had Ernie Hudson once not too long ago, and then from Ghostbusters and they had some actors from Mortal Kombat movies, and then they always got the Mortal Kombat guys. I think the Mortal Kombat guys from the game are usually at most of the conventions. I don't know if you guys met them yet, but like either way, there's always a lot of good stuff happening. If you look up a Midwest Gaming Classic, you'll see what's been going on Facebook wise or whatever. I'm always checking that. I want to try other conventions, but maybe later on when things are cooking with me over here at home, and kind of
Yeah.
like since I moved over here with my son here with the parents, it's kind of like got my son into school, and then I work into school, so it's just trying to make things full time, and I'm about to get full time there, so
Oh,
things will be happening pretty good
congratulations.
soon. So yeah, I love the fact that me and my son, his kindergarten year, will be going to work in school together in the morning, and we will leave together after work. So I'm like, I got this planned out exactly the way I want it. So, and he's my gamer guy, and we'll play together, and tomorrow we're going to martial arts together. We're gonna go beat up people, so it's cool.
That's
So,
awesome. I love
and my
that
older
so
son,
much. Have you seen
yes,
that TikTok prank where a guy like runs into his living room and he like looks at his daughters and he's like, I gotta go fight the neighbor. Do you have my back? And he's like, they have a kid that's your size. And like you see if your kid's like down to fight. And like there's this video of this little girl and she's like, let's get him. And then his other daughter's like, I don't think we should do that. And it's like the funniest like
yeah, those are
dynamic.
awesome.
You try that with him. See what happens.
Any conventions you recommend for people to go to?
Oh man, there's so many. Like, it depends if you're on the West Coast, in the center, or on the East Coast. Like, my favorite, I love PAXs in general. PAXs are, it's not so much retro gaming, it's more modern, really into the indie scene type of gaming. Reason I love it is because game developers go. So like if you go to someone's booth, unless it's like, Nintendo, obviously Miyamoto's not gonna be there, but like in general, like a lot of developers, we physically go to the convention. We get to talk to consumers and we get to see people excited about our games. So it's like fans who are just really into it and you get to be pumped up with them. And so that's a blast. Also, the party scene's awesome. And then I don't know, there's like a bunch. I really like Portland Retro Gaming Expo. I haven't been there in a little while. Actually pre-pandemic. But that's really, really enjoyable. It's in a very like quiet part of Portland, and the area is beautiful and the food is good and the convention's awesome too. I don't know. There's a lot. Southern. What was it? I can't remember right now. Oh, it's just okay. So it's I know in California there's Southern California Gaming Expo. I know they changed names. SoCal Retro. Sorry, they've changed names. I think a few times. That's really good. I know that a YouTube channel bought that convention. Pixel Game Squad. So I don't know if you're familiar with them, but they're running that convention, and that's really cool as well. I know there's
Yeah,
a billion. Long Island Retro is another good one. That's on the East Coast. Just depends what you're into.
wow, so you go to all of them. Most of them, I'm just at the one I only go to, so that's why I want to open up my horizons and eventually start venturing to other states and just check out
Yeah.
stuff and do all that. I mean, I love the Midwest Gaming Classic for what it is, and they had a little bit of modern and mostly a retro, so it's like a lot of different stuff, and they have their cars and all the meet and greet kind of stuff that I think most places have, and a lot of that I don't know, that board game. They have a lot of board game stuff, and you get to meet all the YouTubers and all that kind of cool stuff. I don't go to the after parties, I just don't. I would if I had time, but I'm just gonna be there like in 2 weeks, like for like open to close, to do whatever as much as I can. But other than that, yeah. So any of you other guys, Saturn or Justin, you guys been to any recent or been to conventions recently or in the past?
I am actually not a convention goer, but it's something that I do want to do. I mean, coming up soon, I'm going to have some. My living situation is going to change, so I'm going to have some extra money, and
Okay.
I already had a goal to like visit all 50 states. I haven't. The only places that I've been to this year are places that are like around me. So like I'm only like 25 minutes away from Mississippi and 40 minutes away from Florida on the other end. And I want to see. I had never been to the East Coast before, and like I want to see more East Coast places. But at the same time, like if I'm going to go there, like I want to go there for something that's happening. And I do want to go to more conventions. Like it's not a gaming convention, but I do like anime a little bit.
Yeah.
So that we have an anime convention in the area, and I want to go to it because I haven't been to like a convention since 2014.
Wow.
So
What was the convention?
it was SAC Anime.
Nice. SAC Anime is really cute. That's a good one.
I love SAC anime. I've been that year and the year before.
Oh man, that's awesome. You should check out it's more in Florida, but I think it's MegaCon. It's like a giant Comic-Con anime pop culture. I've never been, but it's always been on my list. And
Ooh,
then
yeah.
there's also in Atlanta Dragon Con, which is like D&D, anime, medieval board games. Like it's another cluster of like the most amazing thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
And Dragon Con's coming up soon. That's up here in August.
Yeah, for that one, I think I've been to so many conventions, but that one's the first one I had such a culture shock of like how crazy it was because it was over like it's like 5 hotels worth of convention stuff, you know?
Mhm.
And I think like it's like I was so desensitized, and then I went and I was like, holy snap, it's amazing.
How was Atlanta? Because I haven't been there yet, and like I'm only 5 hours away from it. How was Atlanta?
So that one's technically a 24-hour con. So it doesn't stop. I remember it was like 9 in the morning, and like I was there for Hyperkin, and like I was looking and people were drinking soda, and I was like, wow, like it's 9 in the morning, like soda for breakfast, fuck yeah. And I was like, cool. And my coworker was like, Celia, they're drinking right now. Like that's what they're doing. And I was like, oh. But like besides like the party aspect to it, it's so like everyone was so friendly. There were so many fun things to look at, so many booths. There were so many like not corporation booths, you know what I mean? Like it was like made by the community for the community. Got to meet a lot of really awesome
That's
artists.
cool.
So like I bought way too much stuff for my suitcase, and it was a good time. Also the panels are amazing, and since it's technically 24 hours, there's always something to do at certain points of time.
Okay.
Saturn, have you been to any recently or any good conventions or?
Well, in Canada, we don't have conventions as cool as the States, so I'm gonna have to really go visit the South a bit more. All we have is like we had Comic-Con, Toronto or Canadian Comic-Con like a couple weeks ago, or was it last weekend? I think it was last weekend. I didn't go because it's honestly it's pretty lame. But it's not as great as I was like hoping that it would be, because I've been there before, and then I said maybe it's my memory that's just not good, so let me go again. And that's what I did last year, and it was a snooze fest. But this year, because we have 2 of the hobbits, Mary and Poppin, in the city because they're doing some plays, so I was thinking maybe they might
That's
be
cool.
guests there. So almost tempted to go, did not go though. I ended up seeing Pippin in the streets.
It's cool.
So that works. And then there's we have our Fan Expo, which is like the bigger one. It's like almost, I think it's over 100,000 people. I only go there as an artist, like in the artist alley. And that's pretty much it. There's like nothing else here. So I'm actually looking into the ones from the States. I just don't know where and when they're happening. I know Chronoz has been mentioning the Midwest one.
It's right down the street.
Yeah,
8
well,
hours away.
no, it's like a whole
8-hour drive.
flight. It's a whole hour flight, but I'll think about that one. That one is, yeah, it's too tight on time. However, if there's one in the summer, I'll come. I just don't know where and when, but I got
Are you
PTO.
Just a lot in Chicago.
where? Okay, so I do not know Canadian geography whatsoever. Like, so
I don't either.
Washington to where you are. This is Canada. This is Washington. Are you closer to New York, or are you closer to Washington on the side of in Canada?
Oh, closer to New York.
Never mind. Okay.
I can fly anywhere, so it's okay.
Oh yeah, I know.
It's a flight away.
In my brain, because I was like, well, PAX West is in the summer in August, and it's like closer to September, August, and that one's an awesome convention.
Is it the last weekend? Because it might
yeah.
it might clash with the convention that I have to go to.
Oh, probably. Yeah, it's the Memorial Day weekend. It overlaps with like everything. It's like September 1st through 5th. So it's not the last weekend of August. I lied. September 1st through 5th. I don't know why I gave you August. Gamescom is in August. That's why I said that.
September 1st. Okay, let me check the calendar real quick.
I just love PAX. It's so much fun.
I hear so much about PAX all the time.
Yeah, I'm having PAX FOMO right now because like East and West are both great. East is great because a lot of my like YouTuber friends live out there, so I get to like see them. That it's like once a year. And also PAX East is all on one floor, where PAX West is separated into 2 buildings, so you have to like go across the street to like see the like other half of the shit. But there's so much stuff. You spend like one day in one building and then another in the other.
Oh, so like Disneyland and California Adventure.
Yes, it's basically that.
I think I want to go because it's actually the weekend after the convention, so I can just get PTO for both weekends.
Yay!
Right?
Well,
and when we have like a long weekend already on the 1st.
I'll be at that
September, so it
one.
moves to the
So.
2nd. So I'll just like book days around it. I like to stretch those long weekends.
Oh yeah, no, I feel that. Yeah, well, if you do end up going, like hit me up. Like we can say hi in real life.
Yay!
Yeah.
Not in these pixels, especially this shitty webcam.
In description, you guys can find
We
each
don't have
other.
Justin's webcam. We have this.
I don't know why you guys think my webcam's like this best thing in the world. I just got a C922.
Yours looks great, so unfair.
You got that fancy hair too. I
That's
got
right.
none.
I had a bald fade last time I was doing the podcast.
Hey, I had a big one I wanted to ask. I don't know if it's big to you guys, but it goes through my mind daily. And out of all the things I wanted since I was early teens playing Zelda, and then finally I thought about it even in 1995 when I was reading a Nintendo Power magazine and talking about how Miyamoto has stated that if there was ever a Zelda movie, it'd be one of the biggest things ever. He stated that. I remember that conversation or that reading the magazine those years ago, like around 95. I was 15. And it's just kind of finally the moment has come, and we're hearing these things about the movie coming out, and it's bothering me. Who's going to play Link? Who's going to play Zelda? Are they going to get this right? Are they going to screw this up? And I know they did Mario right, or at least I think. I loved Mario, but it's not animated. So what are your thoughts, and if you would rather want someone to play a certain character? So I'm going to ask that to Koshergamer first.
So Link's totally going to be played by Timothée Chalamet. I'm calling it now. He's very elfy looking. He was at the Game Awards. I just feel like he's getting shoehorned into so many of those like character kind of acting type of roles. So that's why I feel like it's going to be him. If it's is it live action? I've actually not paid attention.
Live action.
Okay, it is okay.
Yeah.
Or I just sounded crazy right now. But yeah, so I feel like it's gonna be him if they go that route. Or Chris Pratt because he's so cool.
Wait, Chris Pratt?
Yeah, Chris Pratt, all of them, every single one. So cool. And
Why are you saying to voice? Wait.
Oh no, I'm kidding. Like, because he was Mario and he just keeps being things.
I'm really upset that you didn't get that joke.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, Chris Pratt is cool.
Like, what are you talking about?
Every time I joke Chris Pratt, I'm like, it should be all Chris Pratt because he's so cool.
I was just gonna say,
or if he ever brought up, I'll say so cool after that. But yeah, I think Timothée Chalamet will totally be Link. But I have no idea for anything else. But I feel like because Nintendo is so like with their IP, it's gonna be good. There's no way that it would be not good. So I'm just gonna patiently wait until 2020 billion or whatever it comes out.
When you got the creators involved in it, so that's why I think it should be. He'll look at it and make sure it doesn't get screwed up within his vision.
Yeah, they'll kill someone like before it goes bad. So.
I mean, just look at some of our last couple of video game adaptations. I mean, I haven't seen like a terrible one. I've seen some great ones, and I see some good ones, and I've seen some okay ones. I think we're in good hands with whoever decides to direct, or whoever Nintendo decides to let direct, act, and do whatever with the Zelda live action movie. I honestly think that it should be a TV series because there's so much in Zelda, And I feel like to give it the best experience, you should give it an experience that's similar to how The Last of Us was done.
I feel
Yeah.
that.
Anyone love The Last of Us, the show? Yeah, it's right here.
I didn't watch it. I know it's good. I just didn't want to face that trauma again. So
Well, don't watch the second season.
I know. Okay, I know. Like that.
I'll
That I
never watch that.
sobbed like a baby in a long time, and Last of Us was one of the ones that just like hurt.
I feel like The Last of Us video game was 10 times more traumatizing than the show. And maybe
It'll
it's because
reopen like old wounds. I can't.
I don't want to re-see part 2. See Joe meet his end. I don't want to see it.
Oh,
That's why it doesn't exist to me. I only love that's why I probably replay that game so much. I stick with that and don't care about, even though I was raging through the game to get my revenge just for the end to be like, what the, are you serious? You're gonna let her go? Like, broken controller. But other than that, I don't want to see the show. I might, but I don't know. But I just know the first show was amazing. But anyway, to go back to Zelda, in terms of your thoughts, you did, right? So who's next?
Saturn, I'm pointing at you.
Oh, there we go.
I was like, where are you?
Wait, this side. I'm just like getting used to the camera.
I'm used to doing this. Oh no, now it's working. Okay. For some reason, I thought.
Wait. I can't. My coordination's terrible. I will say that I do not doubt Nintendo's casting choices. Especially if they pull, I'm sorry, but in my opinion, if they pull an Avatar, because the way Avatar was casted, I thought it was a good job. I was like, chef's kiss. Everybody looks like the character.
Which Avatar? You talking about the recent one, right?
The Airbender.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I was looking at all the characters because I know they started the casting actually back in like what 2016-ish on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
I remember they made a casting call back then, and then I completely forgot. Now I see the show, I'm like, okay, so this is the cast, and everybody looks like their character, except for Sokka's sister. But other than that, everybody looks like their character. Everybody looks like their character. So for them to completely different thing, but for those people to take their sweet time with casting, I hope that Nintendo does that too. And make sure that Malin looks like Malin. Okay, that's number one. I want Saria to look like Saria. And which one are they basing it on anyways?
We don't know. They haven't given out any information of what it's going to be. So
hopefully not a merger. That makes no sense. Like if it's like a collision of like, because I don't want to see River Zoras if you're like sticking with the first Legend of Zelda, right? Then there's not River Zoras anymore. Now there's Sea Zoras, the ones that are rude.
If Nintendo has ultimate creativity on it, I can't think of there being any Zeldas that are exactly the same. And I think the same thing will go with the movie. I think it will be a completely different story, something that we haven't seen before. So of course, you're still using the same characters and names.
It's a movie in Twilight.
But I just think it's going to be something that's unrelated to the games, just how each game is unrelated to each other.
I would like to see that instead of like a new game to the story, they have a film and then maybe a continuation of that in a game or something. I don't know, something like it's a good marketing, I think, if they decide to go that route of keeping you interested in seeing this footage, and then all of a sudden it's like, yeah, you want to finish this because we're leaving a slightly open door at the end. Go buy the new game because they need a new game. I've been waiting. It's been not long ago.
Yeah, wait for the
It's not long. It's been not long.
I feel that because like with Zelda games, like I haven't had a traditional Zelda game in a while because like I love Breath of the Wild, but like Tears of the Kingdom was like I don't know. It's not how I remember Zelda games. I don't know, maybe I'm an old man. So I feel that.
I'm an old man like you. It's okay. I understood.
Yeah, I'm the old man right here. That's...
I like Tears of the Kingdom, but there's something off with it. Like something that wasn't that whatever Breath of the Wild captured it wasn't captured in Tears of the Kingdom for me.
I feel that so much. I was about to ask if you tortured Koroks because that's the only thing I did in that game. I was like, vengeance is mine. I
No,
just did a bunch of psycho shit.
I just went on a murder spree of Lionels.
Psycho shit. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, no, because I feel like, okay, so Breath of the Wild was like a change from the norm. So it was fresh, new, exciting, so different. But Tears of the Kingdom, since it is a direct sequel, it wasn't the hero's journey that we always experienced with Zelda games. Like pre Breath of the Wild, there was no loss of innocence with that game. We already knew the world was shit. We already knew that like how the world was. So you didn't develop as a character with it with storytelling. So that's my theory of why everyone felt off with that game. It still was fun, but it, you know,
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I still put in 100+ hours.
Yeah, I know, same.
I enjoyed it,
because
but
it makes you want to do things. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
It just makes you want to do things like a completionist. You go at you want to open the bottom map, and then you're like, oh, right, so I unlock the entire map. What else do I do? Oh, let me get all the masks down there. And it's like, it's just stupid things like that that gives hours to the game. But story-wise, man.
It's like once you get to the
No.
point where, excuse my language, but I'm going to say it anyways, nobody can fuck with you in the game. Like no Lionels, nobody. Like every enemy you see is just an instant kill because you just played the game so much. That's when it got boring to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's more. I did enjoy the game, but I actually enjoyed Final Fantasy 16 more. So it's kind of like I would expect it to have loved Zelda more, but that's I'm like, you know what? We need some more traditional Zelda game, please. So that's what I want the next time around. I hear somebody. Luigi, you better go back upstairs. Yes, son.
Hi, Luigi.
Hi, Luigi.
Come here. Come here. Yes, on the Among Us song, you cannot listen to that song. Because you can't listen to Among Us song. Come here.
He's
You're too
so
little
He's
for.
so big
Oh, he's
now.
so little.
Ugh.
He's so big, he's so little. He's cute.
He said, I'm 5
Wow.
years old.
Me too.
It's Chronos with hair.
Yes, it is. Chronos. Yeah, you're right. Hold on.
Oh my gosh.
Look up.
Like
Behind.
you guys look so like have so many similar features.
It's like copy and paste.
All right, you're gonna go back upstairs. I'll be with you soon.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, hold on. Wait. Watch out. Don't knock everything over. Be a good boy.
Oh, he's so cute.
Okay. All right. Let me get myself out of there. All right. I told
So-
not to come down. It's all right.
Good.
Are you terrified that he's going to be an amazing gamer of all time?
I will. I will say this. When I was teaching him how to play a year ago, when he just turned 4, teaching him Minecraft, and I was like, I thought I knew a few things, and I could just barely. I knew how to make a portal to the other realm. That's all I really knew. So like a few months later, he's watching YouTube or whatever, and we built like a couple of houses and some good stuff, and all of a sudden there's something that's coming around, tossing bombs that it's destroying our area. I'm like, son, what did you do with this? It's like, then I found out that he created somewhere in the forest and made some type of like pattern, something that would summon these creatures out to destroy your village. I'm like, how did you learn to do this? Like, YouTube. I was like, jeez. So I had to go back and I had to kill these monsters so they stopped blowing up my house. And I had to go find where this thing was at. So I destroyed it so they won't be summoned again. But knowing from then to now at age 5, he's like mastered that. And it's crazy how good he is. And that I love that. I guess when your kid's growing up, you get worried about, see if he's going to be, I'm afraid of certain things, but then I'm feeling confident because he's a smart kid and he's getting into all this and he does it great. So I limit certain things. But as a gamer, I think it's going to be great. I have a son that's 21 and he's a great gamer. He's, me and him will play Helldivers 2 and all that. But I know my son is, my daughter too. My daughter's 18. So, but we're all gamers, but Luigi is going to be badass. Way better than all of us, I think. Meaning me and my other 2 kids, but it's cool. So,
You know what's crazy about what you just said? Back when I met you in 2019, all of your kids were actually kids. They're adults now.
yeah, you were there. We had it wasn't my birthday, and then we were at a Mexican restaurant. We totally like ate some good food, and yeah, it's something I can always remember is appreciate a good time with you. So it's kind of And then yeah, my kids there, they were kids. So yeah, they're grown. They grown, and about my daughter's about to finish high school. Oscar's in college. Luigi is in pre-K, so that's the life. And Luigi is going to be a Zelda fanatic, so I know he will be. All my kids got into Zelda. He will too. He's just doing that. Me and him just completed Mario Odyssey together. We take turns, and kind of help each other out. But it's kind of, Zelda's going to be the next thing I want to show him. And learning to do adventure. He was playing, what's that game? He was just trying out for the first time Super Metroid, because I'm a big Metroid geek, and I can't wait for Prime 4 and all that kind of stuff. But he'll get into that, just like my older son did. So, anyways, yeah. So the Zelda. Did you say something, Justin, for your thoughts on the Zelda movie and actors or so? Or
I did. Yeah. I just don't just want it to be good, and I just like everybody else, I trust Nintendo on this one after seeing the Mario movie.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Something, I don't know what happened in my Instagram. I think the feed went. Did it crack?
Instagram has been going up and down for the past couple of days. Like, I don't know if you guys did the great log out yesterday, but like that happened. It updated and then it logged everyone out, but like it wouldn't let you log in normally. So it was like, error, password's not right. And I'm like,
ooh,
damn it. Well,
was I part of the great log out?
But it ended up just being a weird update.
I think after an hour, it does. It cuts me off. I think Instagram only does an hour live, and then it cuts. And then and of course YouTube doesn't, and Facebook do it as long as anything. But it's good, and it's okay. I've been new into the Instagram thing. I'm so happy that at least that's where I have more of my followers. So I'm just trying to, keep. I wish Instagram would do more, but it's still cool. I want to update the service where I can stream on maybe 5 or 6 different platforms, but I'm working on that. So it's just, but you gotta. I pay like the $25 service. You gotta pay like $45 for like far more. But I don't have X anymore or Twitter, and I'm trying to get that LinkedIn or whatever you call it. Trying to get them to work on that, because I hear that's good.
Get that 1,000 followers on TikTok. That'll
TikTok,
be a good spot too.
Oh, TikTok. No, I'm out of that. I don't know if you guys are into. I know you're doing good on TikTok, Justin. Who else is on TikTok? Any of you guys?
For work, I am, but not for like personal. It's a lot.
I don't trust it. I'll talk about that another time. So, other than that, let's see. Did you have any major topics? Anyone have a topic we can kind of fish a final topic or so? And any big topics? Did you have anything, Justin, or Koshergamer or something to talk about?
Saturn, what are your hot takes? Ready, set, go.
I'm thinking so hard. Okay, this one is a very random topic, but I know we're talking about console games and all, but anybody else played MapleStory or any similar games, or am I the only one who wasted and rotted on my chair with that game?
Okay, time out. Okay, so I had AOL, so I couldn't play MapleStory growing up because dial-up internet was so slow. But I did play Gaia Online, which is nothing like MapleStory.
It's still fun. I had my Gaia character. Yeah, I did at school.
I am so pleased by that. Okay. Weird note, one of our new merchandise partners at my job, the company is made up, or actually a few of their employees are made up from old Gaia Online employees, and they were like there since the OG days. And like when she told me her screen name, I knew who she was, and I didn't want to be a creep. But that's really exciting, and I'm very Gaia's been on my mind recently. So tell me about MapleStory. Was it fun? Because I never got to experience the joys of the Maple.
It was. I did start playing it on dial-up, and then eventually when we got like normal internet, I don't know when that happened, that shift, because I remember my mom had to make a phone call, so I had to tell my friends, okay guys, bye. See you later. And then my mom made her call, and then we would get back on the game like, hi, I'm back, sorry. Oh man. So that game, the way it started off was actually very simple, where it did not take that much internet, and all you're doing is walking around as a newbie. Everybody who's a noob calls other people noobs. It was just this thing. I don't know. I got called noobs by so many noobs. um, yeah, I don't know. I think it's the grinding that gets you like addicted, because I could not stop for the life of me. I was like, I need to get to level 100, and it was nearly impossible to get to that back then. And then you lag out, which was like my favorite part, where the whole map freezes and then you're just off the game.
Oh, I
It's
love
good
that for
times,
you.
man. That was a very rough game. I loved it. I went back on it the other day to revisit my life, and I'm like, tell me how it took me 3 hours to get to level 60. What took me back then, like maybe 4 months to get to level 60. You know what I mean? They made it so easy because no one wants to play it anymore. I don't know.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Guy got fucked up too. Like the gold system or whatever went crazy. I read this whole like too long didn't read like what happened to Guy online, like all the economy just crashed. So everyone's like rich because they have like billions of gold, but you can only buy like shitty things with it. Like it's
When you say
hyperinflation.
the economy crash, I talk about the economy within the game.
Yeah, because they did something called like these like donation boxes, but they were like randomizers. You could because they wanted real money, and like people could like give it $5 and get a chance of getting a really nice item, but like it was broken, so people would give them like $30 and then crash like the economy, and like that kept on happening, and it just got really bad. But anyways, I love Gaia Online. How about you, Justin? Did you play Maple Story?
I did not. I did not play a lot of online games because back then I was a console hog.
But they were free 99. I don't know why you would ever play.
No RuneScape, nothing.
RuneScape. There's
If I was gaming on the computer back then, I was either playing The Sims, SimCity, or Civilization.
Wait, Saturn, when you had to get off the internet because your mom had to make the phone, did you have Sims or Roller Tycoon playing so then you could switch? Because I used to do that and feel so witty. I'd be like, I have to stop playing my game and I got to play another game. I thought it was cool.
So The Sims, I did have I had Sims 2. But I don't think that was on PC. If I remember, that was on my friend's PlayStation 2 that I borrowed. Roller Coaster Tycoon, yes, because I got it on the cereal box.
Yes,
so
that's the one.
cereal box
One I
games were it. There was a Timon and Pumbaa one I was obsessed with.
Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Basically, anything cereal box is what I did when I was forced to go to the other computer, the one with no connection. The lame one. Yeah, the Windows Millennium computer.
That's so funny.
Memories.
Yeah. Good times. It was actually the white computer with like the screen that's like a perfect square and it's like long in the back.
That was just my computer back then. We had a whole room dedicated to it. So like that was
the computer room, the computer that barely does anything, doesn't connect to the printer properly.
Oh yeah, of course not.
The AOL days, the MySpace days.
Oh, MySpace! I try to find my MySpace and I can't find it.
They wiped it. I was really mad. When Justin Timberlake bought the website, they wiped everyone's accounts.
Why? I wanted to see my cringe.
No, I know. I'm so bad too because I wanted to go back and look at my DMs from MySpace, like high school era me, just being a shit, like I don't know, just a shithead, just like posting bulletin boards. Do you remember how much information we'd give out on bulletin boards? Like I was thinking about it, and it was like, "What's your birthday? Your first street? Your first pet? Mother's maiden name?" Like literally, like as a kid, you're just like, "Here you go," and it's like, dude, this is
yes,
setting you up for identity theft.
I remember those, and then they tried to copy it with Facebook. Tried to copy the bulletin board as well. Did not work out. But do you remember when Facebook had games on your page?
Yes, that was. Ooh.
I don't remember that. What year was that?
That was like 2010 and before.
2007. I remember that they made you create this like there's one game that I downloaded on Facebook that you can create a cute little avatar and then you like slam him on your profile. And then you had like your top 5 friends, and then there was so much like customization on your Facebook, on your Facebook page.
Because I remember, because I went on Facebook 2009. That's when I made my account. I finally switched over from MySpace. So I think I missed the games.
You
that sounds
did, and you
so
missed the
fun.
drawing on the page as well. You missed that.
God, I missed a good era, huh?
Yeah,
back when Facebook was actually great.
yeah.
Dude, I went back to I love Facebook, but for a wrong reason. So my toxic trait is I love fighting in Facebook groups. And in particular, like I've joined so many different groups, but my favorite is like I'm in a bunch of mom groups in my area because these ladies get so pressed, and I love reading the drama in my town. I'm not a mom, I'm a cat mom, but I literally said I was a cool aunt. Can I get in? And they're like, yeah, sure. And like they get so mad at like so many things that I love fighting.
Have any of them banned you yet?
No, I'm so surprised. I thought I was gonna get banned because like whatever, like a mom will post about her MLM, and I'm like, time to expose, and like they get mad, but whatever.
You don't want to let them become boss bitches.
No, instead of boss babes, I'm gaslight gatekeep. Yeah.
Oh man, those days were the days, and
Gaslight Gabby.
Oh my god.
I like that.
Oh man, MLMs. I remember when they used to be like in magazine form. That was crazy.
They were in magazine form?
Yeah, there was this one girl I remember like at my first office. It was a call center. And I was like, I made it. And then she came to me with the magazine. She's like, yeah, so we have these like lipsticks and all this makeup and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I've never heard of your company before. I'm 18. Leave me alone.
Was it Arbonne or was it Mary Kay?
It was like
Revlon.
It starts with the Avon.
Yeah, there's a ton of them that sound like makeup companies. My friend joined one, and I like tried all her makeup, and I was like, I can't. Like, I just can't. It wasn't good. I'm glad you didn't buy it either.
I was just like, I'll take the magazine for fun, thank you, and then I shoved it in my locker and never looked at it again. But
smart move. You could have been a super millionaire now. Oh well.
Could have been a hashtag boss babe.
Yeah. In the next life.
Could have been one. Now I'm sad, but you know, poverty's the way to go now.
Prices are going high.
Oh god, yeah, everything's shit. Like I read this meme where it's like everything's so expensive and I'm not even having fun. And it's like, yeah, I'm not even having fun, man. Like this sucks.
It's like every time like I look into just doing some things, I'm like, no. And then I walk up and I ask myself, why can't I do things? And then I look at this right here, these Joy-Cons.
Fair enough.
I'm like, touche, Justin, touche.
Yeah, that's how it is. Everything's going up in pricing in terms of your video games, and that's how I look at a Nintendo game. Like $70? Are you shitting me? You know, or
you should see the economy where I live. It's disgusting. Even housing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, Toronto, right? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I watched a TikTok on it, so I have like 15 seconds of knowledge, but I heard that like it's more inflated than California right now. Like it is.
I'd rather live in LA right now than live here because with what I'm paying for my rent here, it's not like the square footage doesn't make sense. Like yeah, so I'm thinking, man, if there's a way for me to take my job and go work remote somewhere else, then I would have totally done that. But you know, they're fighting me. They just want me to have 2 days. That's it. And you know what's funny? My company is not even a Canadian company. I'm working for an American company, and they won't even let me go there. I think they might change my salary. So I don't know.
Probably, I don't know. Just kind of in Wisconsin, you don't pay for food taxes, and gas prices is always cheaper. I live right at the border.
How much is gas? Make me feel sad. How much is gas?
Well, here in Illinois, where I'm at, across the border, right now we're about 1 cent away from $4. But in In Wisconsin, it should be about 40 cents cheaper than that or so. So we're like, what are we like like 360 right now or 350 something? I don't know. In Wisconsin, it's always like when I would sometimes just go to Wisconsin to Kenosha to get my gas and come back, because I was closer. Now that I moved a little further away in the next town, so it's like, damn, I can't go get gas anymore. But I'm still close enough, but you still don't pay for in terms of taxes on your you go shopping for your groceries or whatever. But I'd go back, but I'm fine where I'm at now. How much is gas over there with you?
I think it's $5.58.
What?
Yeah.
And that's like the gas station near my house. So I'm not sure where it is I'm in the suburbs. So I'm assuming in the city it's like $6 because it's always more expensive in the city.
I would think so.
When I left the area, it was at $6 a gallon.
Yeah, dude. I remember it got up to 7 like out here. And I was just like, Jesus Christ, like I'll just walk. I don't care. Like I don't care anymore.
Carpool.
It was like the moment I left the state, and then I left the next day, like it went down $3 a gallon immediately.
God, that hurts me. Wait,
And-
what part of California were you in?
Sacramento.
Oh yeah. It's beautiful up there. I actually visited friends, and it's gorgeous.
I miss it so much, and like I do want to go back, but at the same time, my parents were like, you can stay here. We really need your help. Please don't leave. I'm like, fine. But honestly, I was I wasn't born in Sacramento. I was born in San Jose, but I was raised in Sacramento. So it's my home, and I don't know anywhere else. So I see it as the best place, one of the best cities in the world.
It really is. Yeah, because I went and visited them, and we went to this bouldering gym and did some rock climbing, and
I know which one you're talking about too. Is it the one downtown?
Yes, I think so. And it's like this warehouse looking thing, and it has a brewery that's next to it.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I had so much fun there, and we did a sorry, I just monopolized this chat, but okay, so we did this coffee/tea tour where we walked around with our mugs and we tried a coffee from different little small coffee shops, and we all split it. And it was so fun. I was so jazzy by the end of it, but
I'm sure
there are a lot of coffee and tea shops in downtown Sacramento.
And we're just trying them all, and it was just things I would never try before. Oh God, I had such a great time. You have great food too. You should go back. I love Sacramento.
Let me tell you something. People say that the food in the South is great. California's better.
I can see that.
Except Louisiana. They're on a whole different.
Oh yeah, they're
a different level. Their food's amazing. But I'm in Alabama. No.
Yeah. The only thing I love about over here is just pizza. That's it. I can eat anything, but pizza is just the main thing for me here in Illinois. I don't know what else is good around here, even though I've tried everything. But yeah.
Oh, our gas is $2.99
right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Per gallon?
Yeah.
God.
It's $6.40 here.
Ew.
640 Canadian. So
what is that?
What is that in US?
$4.90 in US dollars.
640 CAD to US.
$4.69.
Okay, yeah, it's not that bad.
Not that bad.
Oh, pretty bad. Oh. Justin, is it illegal to mail me some gasoline? Just asking for a friend. Is it illegal?
Put in a tight bottle thing.
I've seen a barrel.
I have seen people come to our gas stations to fill up and then go back to their home state.
That's so smart. Oh my God.
Hey, man, that's life, but fewer video games for us. But everything's getting jacked up.
I know it sucks. But okay, to video games defense, Hey You Pikachu in 2001 was $80. So if you compare that to the $70 price tag of getting an actual good game, it's good. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know where the joke's going with this. I'm sorry, guys. Please ignore me.
I think she was trying to compare it to Pal World.
Yeah, it was. You're right. Figured it out.
Pal World, the one game that I quit so fast. I was like, "What is this shit?" I'm sorry.
I put in at least 60 hours and like it died for me like immediately.
How? How do you even put in more than like an hour? I was looking at the game. I'm like, this is clearly a student's work. Like, I'm sorry, but I can make the same thing. Just
Because
give me
you-
Unreal Engine, give me Speed Tree and whatever presets that they have, and just place it around. Copy a Pokemon that's gonna get you a lawsuit real quick,
it's
and
because
there's the game.
it's because I'm a demon. You know, just the idea of just getting your handgun and then just shooting something that's just so adorable and cute.
Oh my god.
Now, I don't know what got me into it, like what stuck me in. Like I'm honest, like I'm looking back at it now. That game was so basic.
Beyond basic, even the walk cycles of your character is the basic one that comes with the software.
The
This
one
hurt this hurt me.
the one thing I didn't like about it, and like it was just whenever it was nighttime, they literally made it nighttime. I could not see in front of me.
Yeah, they need the moonlight at least. You know, try your best to add some sort of like, I don't know, like even when you play, for example, Legend of Zelda, there's glow shrooms around and
Yeah.
the moonlight and whatever keys flying around, freaking threats in the sky.
Wasn't there reports that the developers didn't really know how to make a game? And there's been so many weird interviews that have popped up with weird articles where like they knew how to make a game, but they like didn't have any experience, and it was like them pasting things together. And
Yeah.
I didn't read the full article. I read the headline, and so there's probably more to it, but
Student work, I'm
Sounds like
telling you, when you learn how to do 3D stuff and they're like, here is a software, Unreal Engine, have fun. All you do is just you get the basic character, you kind of just add the like it already has its walk cycle already programmed in the nodes. All you do is replace it with your own rigged skin. That I'm pretty sure they got like a cheap commission somewhere because it looked terrible. The whole game just looked bad. I'm sorry. Man.
It was pretty poorly optimized as well, and like I'm talking from like the computer standpoint, and like I'm just comparing it to some of the games that I'm playing now, like Spider-Man, Miles Morales. I played it on the PlayStation and I played it on the computer, and that game looks like it's miles ahead graphically on Power World. So tell me why Spider-Man is running 2 times better than Power World did on my computer.
Because one is literally just a basic Unreal Engine. Just that's it. With no atmospheric fog in the morning, so everything looked like shit. I'm just so annoyed with that game. I'm sorry.
How many hours did you put in?
A solid 2.5, and then maybe 5 hours of idle because I forgot to close the game. So 7 hours.
I mean, it doesn't compare to my 2,000 combined hours of life in Pokemon. So,
Oh my god. Well, I got the Pokemon. What was it called again? Let's Go Eevee. That's what I got, and I was very not. Yeah, the complaint with the arm thing. I felt the same way. I was like,
that's the worst thing ever, right? Like they like sat together and were like, how can we just ruin Pokemon for someone who really likes Pokemon, who would definitely buy this game and play it? God, I'm so mad. I'm so mad because
they
all
pulled
I
a
wanted-
Skyward Sword. That's the same thing.
They really did, but I feel like at least I had some fun with Skyward Sword. It's like literally. Sorry, I'm just ranting now. What's up, guys?
Oh no, no, finish your Skyward Sword, man. I want to hear it.
Oh no, yeah. But like for Pokemon, like all I wanted was a 3D remake of the original game. I just wanted that so bad because it's what I imagined, I dreamed of as a kid. Ever since I played Gale of Darkness on a GameCube, I was like, they could do it. They could do 3D Pokemon in the world. So pumped for like that to exist one day. And when they finally gave it to me, they gave me this fucking. I was so mad.
I will say this: Coliseum and Arceus are my favorite 3D Pokemon games.
Arceus is delightful.
And like I feel like going from Arceus, which I loved Arceus, and then going to Scarlet and Violet was very painful for me.
You know what's funny? So I played Scarlet and Violet a little bit late. I like talked myself into getting it because no, actually it wasn't late. I lied. It was like a month in where people were like, talking about all the bugs. And I went to play the game and like find bugs and see where they triaged it. And like my understanding of game development, it's like, okay, what did they cut? And I fell in love with that game, 100%ed it, played every single thing, caught every single Pokemon, traded with people. I found people on Twitter because I have no friends. And I like literally was like, who wants to like trade Pokemon? It was really fun. When I say I have no friends, I mean I have no friends that play Pokemon in real life. Anyways. And the thing is though, is that I went back and played Sword and Shield because I was like fiending, like I needed it. And I need that fix. And Sword and Shield, the story was shit, but it looked beautiful. And every time I went to a new town, I was like, oh, that's why they're mad. Like it was like that like realization every single time because like it looks so good. Also, the story in Sword and Shield is shit. Like, like it was bad. It was like real big bad.
I agree.
They did Leon dirty in Sword and Shield.
They
did him right in the anime, but they did him dirty in the game.
But like I loved the idea, like the concept of like, what if Pokemon, like trainers were like sponsored and like, they were shilling out like that. Like that made so much sense. And I was so excited to like delve into that. And it just the big baddie, sorry for spoilers if anyone hasn't played Sword and Shield, but the end point where the business guy is like, oh, gonna do an evil doom machine. Okay, side note, does anyone remember why, like, how like they had like the historic like they kept on finding the tapestries, the ancient tapestries or whatever. How did that connect to the plot of the game? Because like I went through it and I was like, oh, I must have missed something. Like the entire time I was like, well, I'm off the track. I guess I didn't read. I'm illiterate or something. I don't know. And like I just didn't. Okay, it wasn't just me. Okay.
I love this. I did like the story on Scarlet and Violet.
Oh yeah, I loved it.
I wish it. I don't know why. I just wish there was more of that story, because that's the thing that kept me in. Like I loved how like every time you defeated a base, you learned more about that base, like that base leader. And I honestly I didn't even care about the gym leaders. I cared about finding the Herba Mysticas and fighting. It was a Team Star. That was a fun part of the game. The gym challenges I've been doing for like 50 years already.
I agree. It was delightful, and saving Mastiff, like that felt so good to me. And yeah, I agree. Learning about like in the bases and exploring that, and the characters, were obnoxious, but like they're like you're obnoxious. And like they have their school history and they remember, and they're weirdos at school too. And it's like, yeah, you do look like a weirdo. I totally get why they would be like that. I don't know. It just felt so good. And especially when you're going down Area Zero. Did you guys read all the books in Area Zero when you were going through the different lab checkpoints?
Mm-mm.
No.
Read that because you get a little bit more details on well, depending on who you're playing, either mommy past or daddy future. Like it gives you past of like how they kind of descend into kind of craziness. And your brain obviously fills in the blanks because this is a child's game. But gosh, it was so good. I want to replay it. I love that game.
Now I'm gonna go back to Area Zero to
Yeah,
figure
go
that
in
out.
the labs and read they're in the documents. Like it adds more to it. It's delightful.
I also need to finish the DLC in that game. I have not finished the DLC yet.
I haven't even started, so I'm right there with you.
I finished all the Pokedexes.
That's
like
good.
I made it my mission to just complete Pokedexes. I have done that in every game since Sun and Moon, but I never beat the DLC in that game. Just the Pokedexes.
Okay, how did you feel about the silly little hats gimmick?
No. If my face didn't say.
Oh my god. I love the music though, where it got all hopeful.
I love the soundtrack. Then there's times where I really didn't like it.
Fair enough.
Like I felt like the battle music for Team Star was a little intense.
Yeah.
But like you said, the hopeful music when like after you beat them and then like they were like realizing, oh crap, maybe I should have done this, or maybe I should have done something different, or maybe I should go back to school.
Yeah,
That
go back to
soundtrack's
school.
fire.
Oh yeah, that was good. When the music got hopeful, my hobby was one-shotting their character because it's the last one, and it's like getting all like sparkles, and you're like boom, and like it dies. It was awesome. Oh, I love Pokemon.
Pokemon.
I'm actually replaying it now for Daddy Future because I already have it with Mommy Pass, but I need to finish my Pokedex. So I'm like trying to figure out how to go about this.
I mean,
Because
how
I got the duo game, and I'm just sitting there confused at this
Okay.
point.
Since you're playing Daddy Future, I'm letting my friend borrow my game, but if you need any of the Scarlet Pokemon, I'm happy to give you my friend code and trade you because I have them.
Okay, because
Just hit
I started
red.
with the Scarlet, but then I'm kind of leaning towards Violet right now. I'm having fun with that, the motorcycle running around.
Oh, it's so fun. I love that. Wait, do you not have all right, I never played Scarlet because I have Daddy Passed. So like, wait, is it different? Is your funny guy different?
So, the funny guy. You mean
Sorry,
the...
I call things weird names. No, is your main bike red dragon guy?
So the dragon runs in Scarlet, and I don't like that. So when I was playing Violet, he actually uses his wheels, and
Yeah.
it makes sense that way.
right? I didn't like the
Weird.
running. I was like, well, I guess I just have to run across, climb walls with my feet. I don't know.
If you, I'm also like, I think I have every Pokemon in Pokemon Violet. So if you also need help, you can add me as a friend too.
Yeah, like we
Yes.
got you.
Yes. Okay.
I was
Side note, I don't know any of the Pokemon's names. I've given them all nicknames. And now you know Funny Guy. And like Mastiff was Piddles because he looked like he needed a pee. Like I named all of
He
them
did.
weird
He
names.
really did need to
Every
look at-
single one I did. So I don't know any of their names besides Mastiff. So
I can't even tell you the names of my Pokemon. They're not even safe for work.
oh man, the flamingo, I named her Becky, and I love giving like Pokemon sassy woman names. Like my side deck was Jessica, and I fuck with Jessica. Like
I have okay, so I have like 5 shiny Ninetales because I have a Vulpix fixation.
oh,
And and I named each of them something after some kind of fox.
I love
And
that.
like now I can't remember each of them, but like one of them was like a Final Fantasy fox, and I came across it recently and it killed me.
Was one of them Megan?
No.
Sounds like you need another Ninetales.
I honestly just caught one. I caught one a couple of months ago because I caught one from every game. So I have one from Sun and Moon. I have 2 from Sword and Shield because I breeded a Alolan Vulpix, and I got a regular one. And I got one from Alpha Sapphire and was Alpha Sapphire that remix series. And then I got one for Pokemon Violet.
Oh, that's cool. What are your guys' favorite Pokemon?
Trinitar.
Ninetales.
Figured.
Mhm.
Chrono, what's yours?
That's hard. Give me a second.
That Charizard I gave you.
Damn it. I was gonna say Charizard.
I mean, yeah, no, that can totally be your favorite. I have 2. It's like I can't decide. It's like my 2 sons. I can't decide. So my all-time favorite is Raticate. I fuck with Raticate. But I also love Bidoof. Like he's such a loser, and he is mine.
So you love HM slaves.
Yeah, I do actually. Because
That's
like
exactly what they are.
no, I was so mean to Bidoof. And like, all the memes were like, thank you for my memories, not you. And like, like the memes that they would do of that. Even okay, so for Pokemon Day this year, they released official art, and all the Pokemon are in the courtyard having fun. And then in the window, I retweeted, you can see it on Twitter. Bidoof's like stuck inside, like looking out. And I'm like, they really fucking did that, didn't they? But like when they released all of the merch for Pokemon Day, like I think it was a couple years ago, I remember posting on Twitter, and I'm like, 1 like, and I'm buying everything, and I like liked it myself, and I'm like, credit card time. I love Bidoof. He's such a loser.
Did you ever watch Pokemon Rusty?
I know what. Yeah, I've watched Pokemon Rusty. He's an all-knowing god. That's like that's an internet relic. I enjoyed that.
The fact that you said it's a relic made me feel really old.
We're probably the same age, considering we all reminisced about MySpace and when Facebook had drawing on it. So
Age reveals. Age reveals.
we're
Time.
all old.
Justin, you are. I would guess you are at 34.
I guess
33.
32. Oh,
33.
Yeah.
You okay, Celia? You are 25.
30.
30. Saturn, you are 16. No,
16.
you are.
Still in high school?
Can I be 16 too? Shit.
Yeah, right. Fuck.
25, 6, 26, 7, 27.
32.
32.
Yeah, I was like, you're 30. I figured 30 like me, but yeah.
Just a little tad ancient.
You
Just
guys
a
are
little-
closer.
Like, we're only slightly turning into dust. It's fine.
It's very true.
We are
Sprinkle.
turning into dust a lot slower than Gen Z is.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah, I've
It's
seen that.
really
And like,
sad.
that's really bizarre. Like, what happened to them?
Stressed out about life.
Yeah, no, I get that. Poor Gen Z.
I've seen pictures of them when they're 12 with makeup and these crazy outfits. And I'm just like, wow. You know what I was when I was 12? I was a fat kid with a rainbow t-shirt or maybe a deck of Pokemon in one hand. Like that.
That was a life.
That was the greatest
That was
with
a
frizzy
life.
hair. The pants that are so like bright colored. That makes no sense because your parents went shopping at Old Navy. Yeah. Good times.
For
Did
me,
we
they're
have
just
the
baggy
same
pants.
experience in school?
Yeah, you guys all seem similar. I had the packet of unopened, which I still have today. I still have 8 packs of 1995 Batman and Robin trading cards I haven't opened yet.
Oh,
Why
never
not?
opened that.
Don't
okay.
don't do it.
I just
open
have
it.
the
Don't-
8.
don't.
I
No.
have a whole bunch that I have, but I just had never opened those last 8.
As a
You-
kid, I would have opened my pack real
I
quick.
ripped them open with my teeth like rabid feral.
Now you need to make sure you can use that for your kids' college fund.
Yeah, 401k, but it's Batman.
Yeah, it's just there's some of those things you do kind of like you look at. I'll save for later, and then you just kind of realize that oh shit, I still got these, and I got somewhere hitting. I guess it doesn't matter versus the Japanese version, but I had like the first issue of Dragon Ball comic books, but the English version. It's not
Oh,
like it.
that's cool.
It's like when as I think it was it with Gohan or was it no Goku when he was just a baby or something like that. And they even show his little thing in the comic book. Those Japanese books they didn't hide things. You know, if they I think it was Goku as a baby coming out, and you know, like I said, it's either way. The beginning of Dragon Ball Z, it's just like the magazine's somewhere in my shit.
That hits
somewhere.
hard. Yeah,
And-
I have this is not anime or video game related, but I have a Tamagotchi in box from 1996. And yeah, that's my retirement fund. So not
Save
the
up,
collect-
save your stuff.
Anime
Some-
and manga from like the 80s is wild.
Oh, it slaps. What's your favorite?
I don't have one. I just seen all the stuff from Dragon Ball.
What's your Saturn?
From that period of time. I really like Cowboy Bebop, but I'm
Nice.
thinking there has to be something else.
Cowboy Bebop's from the 80s?
It's from the 90s.
90s.
Okay.
Monster is a really good one too. It was like late 90s, early 2000s.
I've heard of that one.
Now for 80s, there's one I cannot remember the name of it, but I used to watch it as a
What
kid.
happened?
It's Robo something or Robot something. It's just like it's kind of like Gundams, but not really.
Huh.
But one of those futuristic ones. I have to think.
Let's see. Robotech.
Robotech. I think it's called Robotech.
Oh, you're a Robotech fan? So okay, I never got into Robotech, but I love to pretend that I love Robotech because one of my friends really loves Robotech. I just said Robotech like 8 times, but that's so cool.
Robotech
And
is
whenever
it's a really good anime, but I've only watched it in French though, so I have to rewatch it in English. I don't know.
What
It might kill it for me.
what is everyone's favorite current anime? Like animes that came out in the last or that was created in the last 5 to 10 years?
Okay, so my favorite from 80s, just throwing out there, is Ranma 1/2. 10 out of 10.
Oh, so good.
Like
So good.
it was so okay. So like though certain things haven't held up, but like it's such a bisexual's dilemma, and I'm just like my little heart was like that's I identify. I like this anime. I just love it so much. But current anime, Apothecary Diaries. It's going on right now. The budget is amazing and it's absolutely delightful. It's on Crunchyroll. I highly suggest watching it.
What is it called again?
Apothecary Diaries. Like, I am so aggressively addicted to it. 24 episodes are out. We're almost to the season finale, and I'm like, fuck. And it's so cleverly written, and it is like you saw there's like a lot of mystery. So she's like really smart. It's really smartly written. It's clever. And the animation is beautiful for no reason. Like they'll have a clip of something, and I'm just like, oh my god, like who is funding you?
I like the character designs. It's cute. I'll watch it.
It's let me know what you think. It's delightful.
Yeah, I just added to my favorites on Crunchyroll just now.
Excellent. What are your guys's?
So I started watching anime very recently because of someone who I was talking to. And they got me to watch a lot of, let me rephrase that. She got me to watch a lot of what's it called? Harem stuff.
Excellent. Continue.
And I watched Akame.
Akame.
Ga Kill? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh god, my heart. Did you finish it?
I did. I loved it so much. And now I want to read the manga now.
Do it. Apparently the manga ending is a bit different and better than the anime ending.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I heard.
That's
so
what I
you'll
heard
be
too.
in for a treat for that. Saturn, what's yours?
Delicious in Dungeon. I don't know why. Every Thursdays I'm on it to watch the latest episode.
Is it in
Netflix?
Okay, I'll check it out. I have an anime club that I have, like I hosted I'm leaving in 15 minutes for anime club, by the way, guys. So Chrono, what's yours? I'm gonna add
okay, we'll finish up. I haven't watched anything recently. I'll try to catch something here and there, but my favorite that I can't get enough of, I want to see it again, if anything anime, was the short series called Elfen Lied.
Oh gosh! Oh my god! Trauma.
I got traumatized. I hear the song and I'm like,
that shit is it's just mesmerizing. I think it's beautiful. I think it's just crazy scary. I love the Japanese version, and I think they got the English too. But I like the one where it's like you got to read, and I like hearing the voices.
Why did this look like the darkest thing I ever seen in my life?
Oh, Justin, you're new and baby weeb. It's delightful. Go watch it. You're gonna have so much fun.
Watch the heck out of that.
It's actually really good. It's a thriller, fuck with your head anime.
It was too scary for me as a kid because I remember I watched a 113 episode anime. It was Devil May Cry. Then after I watched it, I'm like, let me watch another short series because back then I didn't have like a computer to use for anime at night. I used my iPod. Okay. So iPod Touch, you could actually have the YouTube app on it. So I'm watching this anime in the middle of the night, and then I was just feeling highly uncomfortable. Highly uncomfortable. So Elfen Lied, if you want to watch it, maybe with your adult brain, it's okay. But teenage me that did not.
Think about it.
I loved it and I hated it. I don't know. I hear the song and
it fucks you up. Just if you ever need a lot of recommendations, I have a lifetime of watching too much anime.
Something similar to that one? Anything similar to that? Let me know.
Okay.
I need to give you I'll give you a follow right now.
Not ones I want to recommend on the air, but there are a few. But like ones that are more normal but still a thriller. Oh man. Elfen Lied is very specific, but one that might be good you might enjoy is Erased. That's a thriller anime that I felt really good about.
So what's it called again?
Erased. It's on Netflix and I think also Crunchyroll. There's also a
Erased
live
right now?
version. Just Erased, like an eraser, but erased.
Okay.
That one fucked me up. It's thriller. It's about a guy who goes back in time because that's his power. He can go back. And it's to stop a serial killer, but he's a child. and it's like it's a delightful watch. But it won't hurt you like Elvin did.
What about Made?
Oh, Made in Abyss, Zach. Yeah, Made in Abyss too. It's precious and cute.
Let me.
The eye
Write
says
that
it all.
down, too.
Yeah, it's so cute.
It's so cute. You're gonna have fun. One whose ending pissed me off, so read the manga. But it has the kids and they have the numbers on their neck. What's it? Let me Google it. That's a good one too. Kids.
So I'm just curious. What do you guys classify Ruby as?
American anime.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Promise Neverland. That's another one you guys have to watch. But
Promise Neverland.
But when you read the ending, you're gonna be mad, and then just read the ending because they I think they got a deal for like 3 seasons or whatever, or 2 seasons, and so they had to speed it up at the end. But the first season is so fucking strong.
Okay.
God, I love anime.
So yeah, I want to get back into it. I just haven't had time for it, but I always think go back to it.
No, like literally for me, like I formed anime club and I started watching anime again, like before, and it was a joke, like, oh, we should start one, and then like everyone's local to my house, so like they come over and we watch.
I'm actually thinking, wouldn't Blood Plus be kind of similar?
I don't know, Blood Plus. Let me
Blood
look that up.
Plus? Oh my god, I even bought it on DVD. It was recently too. It is such a good anime, but it's you don't think it's that dark at first when it starts until it just hits you like a train, and then apparently Blood Sea is a sequel.
Ooh. Oh, I've added this to my list before. I just never watched it.
It is so addicting. Once you start, you can't stop. It's like, all right, I gotta stop everything to finish all the seasons of Blood Plus, then go to something else. So Blood
add
Sea
this-
is a little bit more gory, I think, but Blood
Uh-huh.
Plus is really deep in the story. Very sad too.
I'll look this up. Thank you. I love recommendations.
I also
Cool.
didn't know Devil May Cry had an anime. I just found that
it's
out
on
today.
13
Netflix,
episodes.
Yep. hmm I
What
like
do you say?
watching movies. Live action movies that are kind of based on they look anime-ish. I don't know. I just love a lot of those types. In terms, I've seen some of those. What was it called? But anyways, I like to try to get back into some of that craze
Alita?
because I had a moment and then now it's like I lost it and then I want to jump back into it.
Yeah,
So.
no, it's kind of those things where it's like where we find time and whatever, like in our adult lives, like, you know, we're so busy like day to day. And so it's just finding joy in the things that we do. And if you have time for it, awesome. But if something doesn't give you joy, then it's like, you don't have to. We have such limited time. Trigun Stampede, Trigun's great.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't
agree.
watched the remake, but I remember really enjoying Trigun back in the day.
There's a remake?
Yeah, they redid the series. I don't know if it's good or not, but I've heard good things, but I've also heard people talk shit. I don't know.
I mean, remember when they tried to remake Sailor Moon? That was painful.
When did they try
like-
to remake? Why did they try to remake Sailor Moon?
Okay.
God knows.
So Crystal is more faithful to the manga style, but I like old Sailor Moon. They had to fix a lot of the animation, and because people were so outraged by it, it was like a huge controversy because like Sailor Moon's like the godfather of like magical girl and like a lot of genres. It inspired a tons of stuff. And yeah, people were really mad because the animation was like not up to par of what the pedigree was. So yeah, they pulled a Dragon Ball Super if you watch that week to week, if you know what I mean. 'Cause I did all of it.
There's only one arc I liked in Dragon Ball Super, and I mean like to a T, and that was the Goku Black arc.
Okay. Go ahead.
Oh, no, you're
Oh,
always.
real quick. Silly, do you have to go to your anime
Yeah,
thing?
anime club starts in 6 minutes, so I should probably go.
All right.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. I
on
wanted to
normal
make sure I
people's
didn't want to
club?
hold you off. We should have a anime episode one day and have all our
Yeah.
favorite stuff and just kind of straight anime and nothing more. You know, I think
Yeah,
it's a
let's do
lot to
weeb
talk
shit.
about.
Weeb
Yep.
night.
It will be cool because everybody's going to come up with something different.
Yeah, I love it. We could do anime pitch party where you pitch the animes and then you decide if like it gets dysfunctional. Okay, guys. Bye.
Yeah,
Thank
sure.
you so much for
Have a
having
good
me.
one,
I really
Cecilia.
appreciate
See
it.
ya.
It
Thank
was
you
so
for
much joy talking
coming
with you
by
guys.
and so all right. Thank you guys for watching. This is the Chronoz Show, and we will see you guys next time. So let's go with the outro. Take care.
Oh, okay.
Goodbye, everyone!
Thank you guys.
Thank you for that, Jonathan.
Thunder, 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 Thundercats! Ho!
Man, that was